So let's see a new topic, how to create a J-tabbed pane in Swing. Now, before we go into how to create a J-tabbed pane, let's see what do you mean by a J-tabbed pane. I'll just have two random programs. Now look here, you call this a tabbed pane. Okay, this is a tab, this particular program menu.java, and even I do have another tab over here, student details.java. This is a tabbed pane, package explorer. This is another tabbed pane where each tabbed pane has its own set of functionalities. Package explorer is different, navigator is different, menu program is different, student details is different. Similarly, below also you do have source, design. Okay, so this is what you call a tabbed pane. Now let's see how to create a J-tabbed pane in Java. I'll go for a new frame. I'll give J-tab demo. Okay, I'll just exit off all these. Now I do have a program which has come up. Now let's go into the design part. I'll make it a bit more bigger. Okay, now you are going to create a J-tabbed pane over here. Now J-tabbed pane will be a container. They are not components, because as you all know, a container can have many components. J-tabbed pane is a container which will have a lot of text boxes, labels, fields, your buttons, and all the other components. So I do have a J-tabbed pane over here. Click it. Be careful when you put it over here. Okay, so before that, let's put an absolute layout. Okay, so that's done. Take the J-tabbed pane. Okay, bring it over here. Click it where you are planning to make it start, and then draw. Okay, so this is a J-tabbed pane. You will have an area coming up in white. I'll just save it and let's see how it looks like. Okay, not much of a significant change. Anyway, let's come back. Now this, you have created a J-tabbed pane, and now what you want is you want tabs like this. You want different tabs like you have your source and design. Now to have tabbed panes, you will have to make use of your JPanel. Take your JPanel and put it over here. You have got a new tab. Imagine you want one more tab. Take your JPanel and put it inside your tabbed pane. Okay, JPanel, okay, and put it inside your tabbed pane next to the next tab, new tab. So you have got one more new tab. So you've got two tabs. One is this, and one is the next one. Now you will need to rename it. Let's say we'll make this as student and this as faculty. Now to rename it, you will have to go into the source code. Go to your source code, and then you can rename it. We'll make the student. New tab, I'll give my first pane as student, and then this I will give it as faculty. Okay, so let's come back to our design. Now it should have changed. Okay, yeah, you have a student and you have faculty. So I'll just show you how it looks like when you run. Okay, this is the pane, student. When I click this, faculty. Now let's see what to do over here. Let's say I'll just have a few text fields over here. So before that, in Control Z, just take it away. Now this is my panel. I'll put an absolute layout inside my panel. Even in my faculty, I will put in an absolute layout. Okay, so that is fine. Now student, let's simply randomly put things. I do have a text field, and I even have one more text field over here. Okay, so that's it, what I have in my student field, student tab. And now I'm going to my faculty. Faculty, let's say I'll have a few Okay, faculty, before I put in things, okay, I have a radio button. Okay, faculty. It is taking time. Just a minute. Okay, it is taking time. Okay, now I'm in a faculty. I'll put an absolute layout in my faculty. Okay, so I have set an absolute layout. I'll take a few radio buttons and paste it over here. Okay, so in my student, I do have text buttons, and in my faculty, I do have radio buttons. I'll save my program. Okay, so look here. Student, you have these text buttons. You can have your label, text, buttons and all to insert details of students. Okay. Now in faculty, also you can have the same kind of details like enter details of the faculty. Okay. Now look here. I'll just save this. Yeah. Now imagine you want sub tabs. Okay. You want, just like you did in your menu, imagine you want sub tabs in your tab. What you do is select the whole thing. Okay, select the whole thing, surround it with a JTabbed pane. Okay, which means, in this particular tabbed pane, surrounding it, you will be having another JTabbed pane. Interesting, right? Look here. Okay, I'll just rename this again. I'll go back to my source code. New radio button. Okay, new tab. Let's say enter details. I have enter details. I'll just save this. Okay, I'll run it. Look here, enter details, student details, faculty details, enter details. Now let's come back. We'll go back to my design. Imagine you want enter details and one more main tab. Let's say show report or something. I'll take a J panel over here. If you want it over here, student, faculty, non-teaching and all, you can go. Instead, I'll have one more main one. Okay, one more new tab has come. I'll go back to my source and then I'll rename it. Okay, I do have enter details, student. Okay, new tab, reports. I'll save it. I'll come back here. Okay, reports. Let's say you will have a J progress bar. Okay, so before that, put an absolute layout inside J progress bar. Okay, I'm just randomly putting buttons, or we'll have a J slider. I'm just randomly putting buttons so that you get to know how each tabs work. I'll save it. Okay, enter details. I do have two sub, student and faculty. Student my text boxes, faculty something else. And then I do have my reports where I do have again another component. So this is how you work on J-tabbed panes, or you construct J-tabbed panes. This will be very useful when you do your projects. Like, you can have, might be a single screen where all the forms and all the panels and all, you can design it in your J-tabbed panes together.